Hi, good evening. It is Friday, the 24th of June. I'm sure this is log 67 or something like that, but more importantly, something huge happened today. Today was the day that the UK decided to leave the EU. We held a referendum, commonly referred to as Brexit, and we decided that we were going to go. It has been an absolute chaotic day, and I'm not in the UK. I'm not even in the EU at the moment. I'm in New York, and I thought where better to go to discuss the possible ramifications for your really small startup or want to be a startup business than Wall Street. So I am right in the financial district in New York. This is the Brooklyn Bridge, I believe, behind me. Please, I get the bridges wrong all the time, I'm really sorry. But I'm right down at the south. You can see that the sky is beginning to go pink, so the sun's setting. It's around about 8:15. Wall Street was completely rocked today by what happened. It was so surreal being here and hearing all the news from back home. This is not a political vlog in any way, so please don't worry. I just thought it was a good opportunity to talk through how sometimes these things can happen which you have no control over. They're macroeconomic factors, they're things that you don't control, they're things that you probably can't change, but regardless, they have a huge impact on your business. And what the impact is going to be has yet to be seen. But all the financial experts, all the business experts, all investors are forecasting that the ramifications of this will be huge. So how do you cope when you're extremely small and you've just entered into a marketplace or you've just started up your company and something like this happens? And I'm not professing to have any of the answers. I've not been through something like this before either. This is the first time that we've been through it. But there are certain advantages to where you are at the moment, and you can't let something like this put you off. I mean, even looking back to what's happened in history in terms of some of the best companies were started during the worst recessions and the worst times in history. Some investors, most really serious, credible investors, made a lot of money when absolute atrocities happened in the world. So that's not to say that something like this, that good can't come out of it. If you're entrepreneurial and you can see the good in every opportunity, then this might even work very well for you. But there's something that you have to remember, and that is, just because it works well for you, it doesn't mean it's working well for everybody. And what are we doing here? Are we just building a business so that we make lots of money, or are we building a business that makes things better for people and that leaves a legacy? And depending on which one you're doing, you'll have a very different response to what's happened. Personally, the way we're going to respond to it is like we always do. We're going to work harder, we're going to dig deeper, we're going to adapt, we're going to change, we're going to look at where we could possibly move into, what areas of the industry or what geographical areas of the world that will help bolster our business in the UK throughout these economic periods of uncertainty. And the other way that we're going to approach it is it's going to be business as usual. We're not going to change. We're not going to change any of the conditions that we have our workers under, any of the pay, any of the way we act as a business. Everything's going to remain the same. Because what you will find is there's a lot of people right now trying to work out how they can make a lot of money out of this situation, and trying to work out, well, something really bad has happened, but screw it, I'm a capitalist, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm going to make loads of money out of it. That's fine, absolutely, good luck to you. And as I said, there's opportunity in everything. But if you're a really small startup and you're trying to grow a community-led business, or you're trying to do something which changes the world, or you're trying to do something which you're going to leave down to your kids, you've got to think about how you act in these situations. You've got to think about what message it is you're given and what you're going to be remembered by. And unfortunately, most of these financial decisions that happen in our world, most of these financial times of uncertainty, they mostly affect the poorer people of society. And they mostly affect the people who don't have any control over their lives, who are in situations where they rely solely on either the government or the state or other people or their jobs or whatever it is. They're in positions where they can't change. You're in an extremely lucky position. You're in the best position possible if you're working for yourself right now, because you can decide your destiny. You can decide how you change. You can decide how you adapt to this. You can decide how you use this to make you grow, and it can make you grow. This can be a fantastic thing if you use it in order to then grow your business and diversify and, you know, approach it however you want. But I just wanted to get across the message that it's important to remember your morality, your humbleness, your gratitude for where you are, your sense of humanity, your care for your local community and your local business community, and just try and do your bit to make sure that the UK comes through these 2 years in one piece. Already there's divisive talk, already there's protests, already there's things happening, and whatever side of the fence you sit on, this is going to change your life. If you live in the UK, it's going to change the way you do business. But like I say, these things happen and we can't do anything about them. The only thing we can do is change how we respond to it. And if you aren't in business, if you are working right now, I would say to you, just now is the best time you could ever think of to go into business for yourself. Take back the power of making your own decisions. Take back the power of being able to do whatever it is that you want to do in order to leave this world a teeny bit better than when you found it. And if you make money along the way, that's fantastic. And if you create an empire along the way, that's even better. Absolutely good luck to you. But please just remember in these times, it's not all about shorting as much stock as you can to make as much money as you can, because at some point along that chain, somebody's going to be worse off for that decision. Build something good, build something worth leaving, build a legacy, and remember that now more than ever. Work out what you can do to not only get through this, but to recover from it and to come out better the other side, and then work out what you can do to make sure that anybody else who doesn't have the same tools at their disposal is also okay. And that's just a general, I hope, lesson, is that the wrong word? A general bit of advice for anything that comes up. It's not all about you. Anybody who knows me watching this will probably have a wee chuckle at that, because but it's not all about you, it's not all about me. We're in this big wide world together with lots of other people, and there's room for us all. Please take care of each other. Please remember why you started this business in the first place, and if you've not done it yet, honestly, can't stress enough, start tomorrow. It's the best time you could ever think of to get into working for yourself. Okay, I hope that wasn't too politically charged. I hope that was just a bit of a comment on what's happening and how you can apply it to your small business. Although I'm looking forward to the comments below if anybody disagrees with me. But it was great to speak to you guys. I will leave you with a parting shot of how amazing it is here. There we go. And also the sun is going down over here. It's just fantastic. Absolutely loving being in New York. Absolutely loving being able to speak to you guys from here. And have a lovely Friday night, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Okay, bye.